Wasn't that commercial terrible? Let's make an awesome lunch to make up for it. Right? Right. Okay. Today we are making a flatbread pizza. We are going to be needing some Alfredo sauce. I just grabbed this because the garlic tastes really good with this. Some mozzarella. Flatbreads. We use this kind, flat out, but you can use whatever. Chicken. We normally use boneless chicken breast, but today we are going to be using this. And Parmesan cheese. Now, because we are using frozen chicken, we have to fry it a little bit. So, put a little bit of your frozen chicken on the stove. Just a little bit. Not too terribly much since you're only making 2 pizzas. Let that go for about 3 minutes, along with the flatbreads, which I already put on a pan that's been prepared with aluminum foil. So the flatbreads actually get a little bit stiffer than they would if you just cooked it right then. So timer on for 3 minutes. Oven was preheated at 350. And now we just wait for the chicken to be fried. Oh look, our chicken is done finally. Same with our flatbread. Now we're going to go like this. Slide it right on off. Pan. After we turn it off, we want to be safe as possible, and we want to chop it up. Okay, now we're all done chopping. First, before we put the chicken right on the flatbread, we use our Alfredo sauce and put it on the flatbread. Make a nice layer. Again, we're making 2, so twice the fun. Right, of course. Now, after we are done with our Alfredo sauce, we head on back over to our chicken. We don't need our knife right now. We just put it all over on top of the Alfredo. Hopefully we don't hit any bare flatbread, right? After we're done with that, we add a little bit of mozzarella cheese right on top. And then we sprinkle over our Parmesan cheese. Again, doesn't matter the brand, just so long as it's done. And pop it back in the oven for about... Again, pop it back in the oven for about 5 to 8 minutes. 5 to 10. Or until the cheese is melted. While that's cooking over there, I'm going to make our drink. This is going to be a little pick-me-up that I invented a while back, but not so far back that I forgot how to make it. You cut the orange, you get that little circle, see it? Then you cut down one of those little lines. Now you add the little garnish that you put right here. You pour your Mountain Dew right on in. Take the other 2 parts of the orange that you did not use, and you squeeze it to get the juice right into your Mountain Dew. I know this is a long process and I do apologize. While I'm doing this, I can actually explain why there's not so many parts to this lunch as there was for the breakfast. Do you realize that we normally skip over lunch in today's society? Well, we do. let's think about it real quick, logically. Let's say you're working at a job, and you go for about 8 hours, but right now you're at about just before lunch, but you notice you're about to finish the job that you need to do. So, you do the job, and then you realize that you're needed somewhere else. You keep going and going and going. Guess what you forgot to do? Go get lunch. So, I make it a quick and easy lunch for those people who have a lot of stuff to do. Now that these two are fully destroyed, produce, you take a little bit of mint. I know what you're thinking though. Mint and orange? Ugh. Trust me, it is not the mint that makes the orange juice and toothpaste taste bad. It is the foaming agent that you get inside both. You chop up the mint. Or, if you have it, use a little mortar and pestle and grind it. Because as you do this, the flavor of the mint actually pops out right at you and smacks you in the face. Now you take your chopped up pieces of mint. No, they do not have to be all the same size. Drop it right in. And you grab a straw. Thank you, director. Mix it all together. And here's your drink. It tastes really, really good. The mint actually emphasizes the flavor of the citrus instead of making it taste terrible. Oh, look at the time. We only have 50 seconds left. So, let's check and see how the cheese is looking. Ooh, that cheese looks melted. So, instead of waiting for the time, you take it out. Turn off the time. Turn off the stove. Close the stove. And then serve it. Me personally, I think the paper plate is undervalued. So, I'll go like this. And put the thing right on the paper plate. And fold it in half and make a little flatbread calzone. This is the fastest way of me eating it. But, you could also cut it in half with a good knife. And also serve it that way. But, of course, to be safe, I'll be using a fork to hold it in place. See? And this makes 2 servings. That makes 1 serving. Either way, that is your lunch. Now, let's take a little bite of this, shall we? Mmm. That's good. The flatbread I grabbed, I didn't realize that it had spices on it. And then I took a look at the bag. It's the spicy Italian version. Those spices mixed with the roasted garlic taste absolutely great. And then you get the creaminess of all the different types of cheese. That grilled chicken. And then you drink this to cool off your tongue. So much better.